Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Applied Forensic Science for Justice Student Group. My name is Chanchal Kamble from member of Applied Forensic Science for Justice Student Group. I am explain on the topic of introduction of glass fracture and forensic examination of glass fracture. Now we first discuss our content. First, introduction. Second, definition of glass. Third, types of glass. Fourth, collection and preservation of glass. Fifth, forensic examination. Sixth, examining glass. Seventh, refractive index and measurement. Eighth, density testing. Ninth, chemical examination of glass. 10th, conclusion. Now, first topic, we will see the introduction of glass fracture. In this topic, first I will tell you what is the glass. Glass is a hard, brittle substance, typically transparent or translucent, made by fusing sand with the soda lime and cooling rapidly. It is used to make windows, optics, magnifying glass, etc. Now we will see the glass fracture. When the elastic limit exceeds, glass begins to crack, beginning the formation of a radial crack or fracture on the surface of opposite to the penetrating force. The glass fracture pattern analysis is very useful to establish the evidence importance in such cases in which firearm is used. Our next topic is definition of glass. Glass is an isotropic amorphous substance, meaning that it has the same refractive index regardless of the direction of vibration of light passing through it, and that it does not have a regular crystal structure. A forensic examiner may encounter the glass in several different situations. For example, headlight of the glass in automobile, hit and run investigation, container of the glass in bar fights, and window of the glass is break and enter the cases. In all these cases, there are many chances of getting the glass evidence, which is important in crime scene. In this image, you can see the different types of glass fracture. The radial fracture are similar to the spokes of a wheel. Concentric fracture are connect this radial fracture. The pattern of the glass fracture are similar to the spider web. Now we discuss the types of glass. Glass are of four types. First is soda lime glass, second Pyrex borosilicate glass, third tempered glass, and fourth is laminated glass. Soda lime glass, the most typical glass for windows and regular uses. Soda lime glass is made by adding sodium carbonate. The formula of the sodium carbonate is Na2, and the soda lime glass is also called as soda lime silica glass. It is the most prevalent type of glass. And then second is Pyrex borosilicate glass. Pyrex is a brand. Borosilicate glass is used laboratory glassware. This type of glass is formulated with boron oxide to impart heat resistance. Third is tempered glass. Tempered glass is made by rapidly heating and cooling the material surface. This thermal cycling called annealing. Annealing also changes the refractive index of the material. The tempered glass is commonly used in vehicle windows, doors, tables, mobile phone screen, and so other. Then fourth is laminated glass. This is actually two layers of glass with plastic between them. If the glass is broken, the plastic can keep all the fragments in place. Laminated glass is also used in geographical areas requiring resistance construction, curtain walls, and windows. Then next is collection and preservation of glass. Collecting and preserving glass after photographing the evidence during the committed of crime. The glass should be placed in a sealed paper or a folded paper or a plastic bag. Depending on the size, large piece of the glass with sharp edge should be packed into the sealed container, such as cardboard box, in which they will not cut their way. To avoid the damage to the fragments, glass evidence should be packed to prevent breakage. Tiny particles can be collected by tape lifts or any other process commonly used to collect the trace evidence. The small pieces visible to the naked eye can be removed with the forceps. The next one is forensic examination of glass. Glass that is broken and shattered into the fragment and minute particle during the commission of crime can be used to place a suspect at the crime scene. For example, chips of a broken glass from a window may lodge in a suspect's shoes or a garment during a burglary, or a particle of the headlight glass found at the crime scene of a hit and run accident may offer clues that can confirm the identity of a suspect vehicle. All of these possibilities should require the comparison of the glass fragment found of the suspect, whether the person or a vehicle with the shattered glass remaining at the crime scene. The next is examining the glass. Now we will see how the glass are examined. The examination of glass in the laboratory is conducted to show whether evidence fragment, for example, recovered from the clothing or footwear of a suspect, could have come from the crime scene. For example, the broken window at the entry point of a house break. The first step should always be careful visual examination. For example, to see if the larger evidence fragments can make a physical fit to the scene of fragment. When dealing with the small particles, the material may first be tested to show that it is the glass. Then, when the glass can heat, glass does not break into regular pieces. With straight line fractures, fracture pattern provide clues about the direction, force and the sequence of the impact. Then, when the examination of glass evidence under the polarized light microscope, glass isotropic particles remain dark, whereas anisotropic or bare fingerprint particles show up color or bright. The bulk materials such as sand, soda and lime used to manufacture glass all contain low to trace quantities of other metals. Then next is refractive index and measurement. The refractive index of a glass is a measurement of how much a beam of light is bent when it travels from the less dense medium to more dense medium of the glass. This halo moves towards the higher refractive index of the medium when the distance is increased from the point of critical focus under a plane polarized microscope. Then next is density testing. The density testing using with the help of flotation method. Standard glass particles are immersed in a liquid matrix such as bromoform and bromobenzene. Glass chips will sink if their density is greater than the matrix, and they will float if their density is less. The matrix is adjusted by adding one component or two other until the glass chips. The next is chemical examination of glass. Glass is a colloidal mixture of silica with oxide of two or more metal. Fusion of sand. Formula of fusion of sand is SiO2. Formula of soda is Na2CO3, lime CaO, that produces a transparent solid when cooled. The chemical composition of glass fragment can be measured in several ways: scanning electron microscope, energy dispersive X-ray spectroscopy, X-ray fluorescence spectroscopy, inductivity coupled plasma, optical imaging spectroscopy, and inductively coupled plasma mass spectroscopy. Now we see the scanning electron microscopy. A scanning electron microscopy is a type of electron microscope that produces images of a sample by scanning the surface with a focused beam of electrons. The electron interact with the atom in the sample, producing various signals that contain information about the surface and the composition of the sample. In the scanning electron microscopy, a focused electron beam is scanned over the emission of X-rays. The wavelength of energize is detected. X-rays are used to identify the element, and the intensities of the X-ray peaks in the measured of spectrum correlate with the quantity of each element present in the sample area to the electron beam. Now the last is conclusion. The aim of this work is to study the fracture pattern of the glass. When a determination of the direction of an impact is desired, all broken glass must be recovered and submitted for analysis. wherever possible. The exterior and the interior surface of the glass must be indicated. In the case in which this is not immediately apparent, the presence of the dirt, paint, grease, etc. are the provide an indication as to the exterior surface of the glass. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any doubt regarding glass fracture, please comment me. I will definitely clear your doubt. And please like my video and subscribe our channel. And don't forget to press bell icon for watch more videos.